Chinwe Ezianya first noticed a change in her son DK when he was just a few days old. At first, the doctors didn't know the problem.
Even the doctors themselves are very ignorant because, the doctors that we kept on seeing at the place where he was birthed, they told us he was okay, that he would be okay.
The doctors eventually waved away her fears, but Chinwe insisted that there was a problem.
And I knew that what I was seeing was very abnormal. So when the pediatric surgeon saw that, that was when he realized that this must be a case of biliary atresia.
After several tests, DK was diagnosed with biliary atresia, a problem of the liver, but the doctors said no child had survived the ailment in Nigeria.
The doctors didn't think they wanted to take any chance in doing anything at that point in time because, according to him, he had done so many and they didn't survive.
DK needed a transplant, and this cannot be done in Nigeria.
His pediatric doctor there in Port Harcourt was the one who said to me that if we are able to take him overseas, we will be able to find a solution to his problem.
The fact that there was no health insurance meant they had to pay out of pocket for expenses.
Could have spent over $100,000 on Dicky's case. All paid, self-paid.
The story, however, is not the same for everyone, as Ruth lost her son George because his condition could not be managed in Nigeria.
So when I got to Aba, the doctor saw us. He said it wasn't jaundice, that my son has biliary atresia. He said my son is missing a gallbladder. So in that process, his liver is overworking itself. He said my son needs a liver transplant.
George's transplant in India was successful, but a throat infection resulting from post-surgery complications was not well handled in Nigeria.
And no doctor to tell me what surgery they've been doing for over 8 hours on the boy. They left, and then after an hour, after that 8 hours, I was told that George was dead. So it wasn't liver transplant that killed him.
Aftercare in Nigeria is what I feel we really need to focus on in this country.
The experience came with a lot of lessons.
Our leaders should stop deceiving us. When they fall sick, they know where to go to. And then when the poor masses now fall sick, we don't know who to turn to.
The most fundamental human right is what? The right to health. And that's what we're asking our politicians today. If you can't do this small thing, why should I vote for you?
Ruth's story chronicles that of many Nigerians, and with less than 5% of the national budget allocated to health and continued medical tourism by public office holders, there is no telling if the promise of accessible, affordable, and quality health care will be delivered to Nigerians. Okemute Imonirwa, STV News, Abuja.